In this review we're looking at two versions of the Hamm 110 roller that have been commissioned by Heavy Transport Models. WSI 011075 is in the colours of the Swiss company Implenia, and WSI 011076 is in the colours of the Swiss company Kibag. Both models come in identical packaging, with the only difference being the model number on the box. So place your bets now as to which of the two models is in this particular box. The expanded polystyrene trays are factory sealed, so it's time to see whether you were right or wrong, and it's the Implenia version in this particular box. It's a delicate, highly detailed model, so you need to be a little bit careful as to how you get it out, but there's no assembly to do because the model's complete out of the box. We'll stick with the Implenia version, and underneath there's not too much to see, but the roller drums are really smooth and nice. The detailing at the end of each drum is exceptional, and here that includes hoses and an edge cutter. And underneath the cab on each side there is an opening door with a fully detailed engine visible inside. And bearing in mind this is a small model, the level of detailing is very good. At the front there's a nice Hamm logo and lights, but this version of the model doesn't have the protective grills over the lights. The detail's just as good at the rear, and a nice aspect of the model is the highlighted bolts on the sides. The cab detailing is very good too, with extremely fine grab rails around the roof. The interior detail is also of a high standard, and it even includes a very tiny first aid symbol on the inside of the cab. Another nice touch on the body is the nicely shaped water tanks with filler caps both at front and rear. Heavy Transport Models is a German dealer, and it's gone beyond just selling models to commissioning models from the established makers in special colour schemes. And if you visit the CranesEtcTV website, you can go to the Heavy Transport Models index page, and there you can see reviews of a number of models that HTM has commissioned. Because of this contribution to model making, Heavy Transport Models was awarded the CranesEtcTV 2012 Company of the Year. The Kibag version of the model is exactly the same as the Implenia version, but obviously the graphics are different. And it looks very smart in the blue and cream Kibag colour scheme. And on the doors of the engine bay, the Kibag logo is rendered sharply. Out on the CranesEtcTV tarmac, the little Hamm roller performs well, and the drums really roll nice and smoothly. A nicely engineered feature of the model is the steering, which can both turn the machine, or it can be set to have the front roller at an offset to the rear roller. If you set the drums to steer, then it can follow a nice shallow curve. Another nice feature on the model is the opening cab doors. They're a very good fit, so you need to get your nail just underneath, but they open well. And it's good that the doors on both sides of the machine open. But there's more, and the operator's seat inside can be adjusted for position, and it also rotates. Now this is a small model, so if your fingers are a bit too big, well, maybe you've got something smaller that will fit. Once you've got the seat in the position you want it, you can end the model's impression of Dumbo the elephant and close the two doors up. The final feature on the model is the opening doors, which give you access to the engine. And these are also a very nice piece of model engineering because they actually clip shut. However, opening them up is certainly worth the effort because the detail inside is really well worth looking at. These WSI models of a Hamm roller are exceptionally good. Both the details and features are excellent, and it's all presented at a very reasonable price. It was the CranesEtcTV Model of the Year in 2011, and these coloured versions are outstanding too.